Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you very much for your subscriptions. This is the weekly Sunday reading from the 26th through the 2nd of October, sorry. So these cards represent a few days of the week. Each one is like 2 to 3 days of the week. You may experience all of these cards. You may experience, these cards and then some. It all depends, but this is just a broad spectrum reading for all signs, letting you know what sort of energy is out there and underpinning the week. So let's see what's going on. So this is the Five of Swords, starting off the week. Not the best energy. If we find ourselves trying to communicate or prove a point, it may not be we may not reap the results that we're expecting from trying to stand our ground or prove our point, to push our agenda. Generally, as a rule, or we could be experiencing something that's pushing their agenda upon us, and it's not necessarily serving them either to do that towards us, like it's turning us off to them, making it harder to communicate with them, giving us sort of negative, more of a negative perspective of them, if that makes any sense. If this is us, though, and I kind of get a feeling that it might be, let's be careful where we pick and choose our arguments in the early part of this week. If we're trying too hard to hold our stance or sway people to our cause, we need to think about how we're doing it, because we could end up alienating people, turning them off to us altogether, generally maybe even hurting feelings inadvertently in an effort to sort of prove our point or make our own ends meet, if that makes any sense. The next card, or the midweek card, is the Empress. Beautiful card. So she is Taurus energy, right? Associated with the planet Venus, this card is. This is about nurturing, love, reconnecting. Whatever connections we were maybe struggling with in the beginning in that Five of Swords, this Empress is going to sort of help us to see the beauty in things again. She's going to help us to feel connected again, help us feel like, all's right in the universe. She represents like birth, creativity, new ideas, compassion, nurturing, motherhood, all of that sort of stuff. So anything that we want to build upon in the midweek, we should have her energy kind of backing us up and giving us support, which will be beneficial and helpful. We could find new ideas coming to us about, important things that we want to put into place, or important changes that we might want to go about pursuing. That would be this card, and allowing ourselves to sort of trust that and follow that desire or that nature, and then from there, watching it sort of unfold. Anything that we do in the midweek that we put towards our goals should be successful, or at least beneficial. We may not see our goals fully realized just because her card's here, but it feels to me like anything sort of done in this from this position of compassion, love, nurturing place is going to have a wonderful benefit to us. Does that make sense? And then the last card is the Knight of Pentacles. Bit of a slow-moving energy, but it kind of pairs nicely with that Empress. Empress might feel productive and creative, where the Knight of Pentacles is going to be dedicated, is going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Dedicated is a great word for him, but productive, focused, moving sort of slowly. Things may slow down for us in the end of the week. I don't know why, but I'm sort of getting a little bit of a loneliness vibe from this Knight of Pentacles. So maybe if some of us have pissed some people off that are dear to us in the beginning of the week with that Five of Swords, with our opinions or our ideas and our arguments, debating them or whatever, we might find ourselves sort of positioned in a place that feels a little bit lonely by week's end. I do get a sense of loneliness from this card, but it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. The Knight of Pentacles is a very strong sort of plodding is a good word, like P-L-O-D-D-I-N-G, like moving along at a slower pace. But sometimes in that slower pace, not only can we catch the finer details, but we can also get more accomplished. We can be more successful in whatever it is that we're doing. You know, sometimes we get frustrated with slower paced situations. But here I think that it might be okay because we see that Empress leading, which is that, you know, she's also very earthy energy, even though she's associated with Venus. Venus is associated with the sign of Taurus, and she would be more about that nurturing, creative energy. Then the Knight of Pentacles is about taking the steps slowly, carefully, but assuredly to make whatever it is that we want to create, or whatever it is that we were, you know, focused on in the midweek, to make it happen, to carry it out, to see it through. Okay. The card for the sacred marker journey markers is Trust. Card number 47, which would be an 11, a master number. I'm going to say this, when I'm looking at this Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in this week's readings, you're going to need to trust that whatever's going on that might feel uncomfortable, challenging, too slow, not working in your favor, or not working out in the way that you think that it's supposed to, trust that it will be okay, that it will all make sense in the end, that you are actually moving towards it rather than away from it, that it is coming towards you, right? Rather than, you're gaining it rather than losing it, even though it may feel like you're losing it this week, right? Or that you can't seem to get there no matter how hard you try. Does that make sense? Because it's there for you. The Empress in the center of the week really is the opportunity to create it, but you have to understand that in the creating of it, sometimes it takes patience after the fact to now see the plan through. Does that make sense? And we may not have a whole lot of faith in the plan with that Five of Swords energy at the beginning of the week and then the slowdown of the Knight of Pentacles. But this is a time to sort of maybe potentially connect, reflect, trust, and gain mastery over that, and know that you are ultimately moving forward and everything will be okay in the end. Now, the grounding stone for the week, interesting, is Angel. So I'm going to say this, grounding in your spirit guides, your angels, your helpers, spirit itself might be the very thing that helps you to master this idea of trust this week. It might be the very thing that enables you to be able to move forward and to move through some of the struggles that you experience at the beginning of the week. Calling upon your angels, calling upon that assistance, calling upon that guidance can only help you, and can also make the sort of struggle or the slowness of this week go by a little bit more easily, if that makes sense. It will also enable you the ability to expand that trust within yourself, within a situation, within somebody else, and that's going to benefit you too in the end. Ultimately, remember, your angels want to assist you. They want to help you. They want to support you, but we have to remember to let them in. We have to remember to ask them to please come in. Oh, whoops. Sorry, the camera's falling over. I didn't realize. I was like, what's going on? So, make sure you do so. Why is this falling over? Oh, it's pulling. Sorry. Make sure you do so that they can come in and assist you and move you through the challenging times that might be presented during this week. Know that it's not going to last forever. It might seem like it with that slowness of that Knight of Pentacles, but it will move forward, and you have to also trust that. that is your forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the thumbs up button, and I look forward to seeing you guys this week, throughout the week, to see how this energy changes and how we can build upon it. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.